California is filing another lawsuit against the Trump administration. It's now one of 17 states suing over the White House's attempts to block transgender health care.
KCRA 3 Capitol correspondent Ashley Zavala joins us now with the latest feud between California and the president.
Yeah, at this point, we're talking about transgender health care for youth, especially. This is California's 37th lawsuit against the federal government since the president took office. Attorney General Rob Bonta and the attorneys general of Pennsylvania and Illinois held a virtual news conference announcing this lawsuit today. They say President Trump's U.S. Department of Justice is unlawfully intimidating hospitals over gender-affirming care for transgender youth after issuing subpoenas to providers, stating they would be investigated for fraud. Democratic attorneys general say Trump's policies are an attempt to impose a nationwide ban on the treatment for people under the age of 19. And those attorneys general say that's unlawful because there's no federal law that bans providing the care to minors. The complaint comes after at least 8 major hospitals and hospital systems across the country announced that they were stopping or restricting the care here in California. For example, Kaiser Permanente said it would pause gender-affirming surgeries for those under 19 as of the end of August, but they would continue hormone therapy.
California recognizes gender-affirming care as medically necessary health care and prohibits healthcare providers from discriminating against patients on the basis of gender identity. Strong-arming doctors and medical providers to deny this medically necessary care is not only unethical and dangerous, it's also illegal. While Trump and the Republican Party love to tout the importance of states' rights, they're actively trampling over ours.
Now, we have not yet seen a response from the U.S. Department of Justice specifically related to this lawsuit, but President Trump and others who oppose the care say it's being driven by questionable science. They have also said it makes permanent changes to people who receive it, and those people could come to regret it, especially when they're young.
All right, so let's back away from this particular issue, but we're talking about 37 lawsuits since January.
Yeah.
These are expensive. So what is the state saying about how much we, the taxpayers, are spending on all these lawsuits?
Right, exactly. So lawmakers and the governor approved $25 million total for the attorney general to do this work against the Trump administration. So far, we know he's used $5 million of that. Now, the attorney general said today that he plans to draw down at least another $10 million soon from that account. He could not get specific. He said he's still figuring out that number. I also did hear from his office. They texted me after this virtual press conference and said, we haven't nailed down that number. We're really not sure yet. They do plan to make the request soon, again, just to pull money from that account. But we do know at least he's expected to spend $25 million potentially. So,
all right, Ashley, thank you.
Thanks.